We are at the Point of Rocks here on the Potomac River on the border of Virginia and Maryland, and we have an island to get to. Hopefully this ice doesn't get in the way. As you can see, it's pretty nasty out there, and we've got a lot of slush here as well, so getting out may be a bit of a challenge. However, goal is get to the island, set up camp, get a fire going, make it through the night. I'm about to load up my kayak here with my gear over here. I've just got my day pack pretty much. I've got fishing supplies, I've got some food, and I've got a lot of warming layers as well. As far as this goes, this is definitely probably one of the riskier places I've stayed just because of the temperature. It's about 16 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that equates to like -11, -10 Celsius, so we'll see how it goes. All right, we're out here in the nice Potomac. It was actually kind of a pain to launch. We're actually heading downstream right now, so fortunately I can kind of just sit here while I film, but I mean, look at this. This is insane. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm actually about to hit some ice right here, but all right, we have made it. It was not the easiest, I'll be completely honest. The whole shoreline is pretty heavily frozen, and I'm gonna be honest, trying to break through it in a kayak is not the easiest. But we have gotten to a shoreline here. It's just all rocks until the shore. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out, and then I'm gonna pull the kayak in, and then we'll make our way up onto the island proper. I'm not gonna lie, there's so much ice in the water here. I honestly wasn't expecting this. All right, we are good to go. We've got all of our gear. We have moved our kayak a little bit higher and behind this log, so it's a little less visible from if you're on the other shoreline over there. All right, we got a spot to camp here. Nice open area. I checked it for widowmakers, so we don't have to worry about anything crashing down upon us unless it's something that I personally build, in which case I probably have it coming. So we have a lot of work to do. We need a shelter, we need a fire, and we don't have that much daylight today. It is currently 11:13, so that gives us about 6 hours and some change of daylight. All right, I made a judgment call. Fire is definitely gonna be the biggest priority. It's gonna get really cold tonight. I think it's right under 20 degrees right now. It's supposed to drop down to, I think that was a bear. All right, I think we got a good amount of kindling here. We've got some good fuel as well, some good logs. We're gonna collect more, of course, but now the biggest priority is tinder. There are a lot of dead leaves around here, so we might be able to work with that, but the problem is it just snowed and there's ice on everything, so we're gonna have to find some dry stuff. All right, we're going around getting as many little bunches of dead leaves as we can. We've already got some that we've brought back to our main camp. All right, guys, I think we got enough fire starting material built up here. Plot twist, I'm not using a ferro rod today. I'm actually just using a regular lighter. So if I can't get this fire going, I really do deserve to freeze to death. All right, we've got something decent going on here now. Everything is pretty wet, so we're gonna have to go out, find some more wood, keep this fire going. We got a decent starter here, and we've got some more kindling over there. But for the time being, I wanna get this fire pretty sizable. And then after that, I'll go ahead and I will start building somewhere to sleep for the night. All right, well, it's a start. Now on the bright side, we know our kayak is nice and safe up here with us. Just taking a little rest here. We have a nice little fire going. We have our kayak up here. And I'm currently sitting on the rain cover of my pack so that my butt doesn't get wet. But yeah, I couldn't think of a better way to spend an icy, snowy weekend than sitting in the cold by myself at night. That didn't sound as good. In the ground with you. whew, whew. I've got a magic ability where I can make smoke enter my eyes no matter which angle of the fire I'm at. Right now I'm just building a little cooking stand for boiling water. And hopefully this works just fine. Oh my gosh. This is a terrible idea, isn't it? Hopefully. Ah! Whew. Alright. I hope this isn't an awful idea. It very well could be, but we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna share it with you guys. That stick little thing was a terrible idea. It was way too close to the fire. I should have had a much sturdier stick supporting it. So we're just gonna go ahead, put this lid on right here, throw this right here in the midst of it all. So I had to go back and grab some last final things from where I had the kayak. The kayak chair I had taken out so I can move it over here. What that means is that I have a chair. Please don't mind the mess. I'm gonna clean it all up before long, but yes, I literally have a chair. So despite the, oh my gosh, that's so nice. Despite the awful weather and just all the circumstances, this is probably the coziest camping trip you guys have gotten out of me so far. So good work. You guys have been whittling me down. Soon I'll be utilizing an RV. So that's the next video. RV winter camping. All right, I think our food is ready. That is steaming hot. I feel this deserves to be kind of plated up here, so that's what I'm gonna do. It deserves some good presentation here. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's some lasagna if I've ever seen it. It's still got a little bit of powder in it, so we haven't had, you know, maybe we didn't mix it as much as we should have, but you can't say we don't have a meal right there. So anyways, I am grateful for this meal. I am grateful for your guys' support, actually. You guys were super supportive on the last video. It got 1,500 views, which was awesome. And me and my buddy Alex just had such a fun time. So thank you guys for coming along with me. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my food. And you guys can hopefully kind of see the vision here. I've got kind of this double wall thing going on. Ideally, I'd like that wall to be a little bit higher, about the same height as the canoe here. I don't know if I'll put stuff over top. That doesn't feel entirely necessary, but I think if I can get it a little higher and fill in those gaps right there, maybe with extra sticks, like all the little dead shrubs around, then I think I might be able to block the wind off pretty good. All right, so it's almost finished here. It's actually looking pretty good. We have a small wall up, we've got the kayak up, we got plenty of firewood. I got a nice chair. I've never been this cozy in one of my campsites before. That being said, given the season, given the reason, it's only right that we hang our stocking up here, because I believe that Santa Claus will deliver even to here. As you guys can see, we are feeling quite cozy right now. We got a good pile of wood here. We'll have to get more before bed. We got a nice little wall here. It's not completely filled in, but it is blocking the wind a decent bit, and I'm sure it's going to slip through. The kayak is definitely helping. You can feel if you peek out above it, very, very windy up here, but down here, not so bad. So I've already got I've got the sleeping bag pulled out. I'm just kind of hanging out, relaxed, and I don't really have too much to do, but yeah, I mean, we're all decked out here. Dinner will be soon, and I do have a nice little cigar, so that's going to be exciting. Yes, why don't I just pour my boiling water with one hand? Okay, you know what? I kind of killed that, I'm not gonna lie. Look at that. Straight slop. Our food is ready. I'm not gonna lie, the lasagna, pretty good, but they killed it with this stuff. This chicken and dumplings, I had it the first time I made a video. I just remember it tasting heavenly. I look ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Let me take the beanie off. I still look ridiculous, but look at that. Look at that sky back there. Don't mind my head. Look at that beautiful sky. Probably hit the hay after I'm done with this car. So I will see you guys. Probably I might make a video when it's dark or something, do the whole light in the face spooky story kind of deal, but if not, I'll see you guys in the morning. How's it going, guys? It is going on 2 a.m. right now. I just threw like the last big log on the fire, so I'm out of breath because I just got up and went and sawed some more logs. So we've got about 5 more big logs. It has been chilly, but it hasn't been unbearably chilly, so that's good news. I think right now it's about 16 degrees Fahrenheit. It's like -9 Celsius, so it's not the worst, but yeah, I've definitely had a shoddy sleep, to say the least. So good morning, guys. I look insane right now. Well, the fire is making me look insane for sure, but it is about it's cold out. It's about 7 a.m. going on 7 a.m. right now, and the sun is starting to come up. So we're just hanging out for a little bit. I just threw pretty much the last of the wood on the fire, so got a nice fire going right here. But yeah, once the sun is fully up, I am going to tear down camp and go ahead and get on the water and get the heck out of here. Well, gonna have to find a way out of here. It should be doable. The ice isn't too thick, so it will be a bit of a pain though. So, yeah. Hello everybody, and welcome to the Virginia side. There's Virginia right there of the Potomac River. And this is where we're gonna be making our crossing for the day. The Maryland side, where we came from, is in a very shady spot in accordance with the sun. Ergo, because I don't feel like waiting around till noon, we're gonna portage the kayak through these woods on the other side of Heater Island. We're gonna make our exit here We're gonna then proceed to go up on land. There's a bridge up there. We're gonna go close to the bridge. We're gonna go ashore, and then we're gonna pull our kayak up towards the road. I'm gonna hike to the car, come back. Not an ideal situation, but it's what we got. So I'm packing up my camp here, and there's nothing in my stocking, which can only mean one thing: that Santa only comes on Christmas Eve night. All right, I've got all my equipment moved over to the other side of the island. I think it's about a 300-meter portage to get over to the other side. So it's gonna suck, but yeah, it shouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But you know, I don't want to do it, but it's the only thing that's gonna get me out of here earlier, rather than waiting around for it to get warmer and the ice to start, the river to start flowing again on this side. All right, we have made it about, I don't know, probably 100 meters. This sucks, but I think we're getting close. I can see the other side of the island, like from here. You guys might not be able to, but you can see the hill on the other side, so we're getting there. All right, we've got everything staged. All you gotta do is just get it down there, get on the water, get over there, walk down there, get the car, and come back. All right, we got our kayak sitting down there. We've got our luggage and our paddle. We're gonna load the luggage in there, and then we're gonna get out on the water. I'll see you guys out there. All right, we're out here. That was scary getting it in. I had to do some crazy stuff. I had to balance myself on some log in the water. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Virginia. We made it. All right, plan is get a lot of gear up there, then find a way to get the kayak up there. Then we're gonna have a bit of a hike down to that bridge, around, over to the boat landing. So, fun stuff ahead. So the good news is that we're not really in a dangerous situation anymore, because civilization is right there. I can see cars. So yeah, if you wondered why this channel is called Unprofessional Wandering, it's because I'm literally just making it up as I go. Not really. I have a plan in my head, but you can't always expect your first plan to work. In fact, your first plan hardly ever works. So I'm gonna keep dragging this kayak. I gotta get it up this hill right here, but I mean, we've brought it up worse today, so. And then after that, I've just got probably about a mile hike, maybe a little more, to go get my car, and then we're home free. Whew. It may have been pretty crappy, but I definitely made the right call. The Potomac on the Maryland side is still completely frozen between Heater's Island and the boat ramp. So yeah, I would have had no way of getting out of there even until now. Yeah, so that's the island we were on. That's where we started. That's the strait I had to cross right there. And we wouldn't have been able to get across that, so I took the kayak from there to there, kayak to there, all the way up there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it. My car and my kayak, my two vehicles are reunited once more. All I have to do is ratchet strap this down to the top of the car and I'm good. That being said, thank you guys all so much for tagging along with me. This was definitely the sketchiest trip I've done so far. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. Bye.